Well, I woke up this morning writing a song, felt the world turn and walked out of my lawn. And it feels all good and all great, living in this world that I create. So I make it happy, sun shining bright, and I make sure the days are as sweet as...
Thank you for tuning into my positive perspective today. My name is Jason Dyerline, and today's episode we're going to be reporting on an unfortunate little tragedy here that happened to Nick Collins, a local band member here in Charleston who was in a car accident, and then the worst part of it was he was thrown from the vehicle and his legs were run over by a tractor trailer. But he's coming out of his coma now, and he's beginning to show signs of progress that everybody is very thankful for. And of course, Ben being a local musician, this had to affect you personally.
Yeah, we thought we could relate in a tragedy like this. Being fellow Charlestonians, it resonates deeply, and it's a bit of a shock, the reality of the fact that tragedy happens and sometimes you can't control when it strikes. Being a musician, we travel a lot. Coming home, we never expect that we're not going to get home safely when, truth be told, bad things do happen sometimes. It's just how we react to it that builds character. And I think Jason is great for this scenario because he was a victim of a tragic car accident that is now recovered, lives a normal life, regained his happiness, and always kept his positive perspective through it. So we feel like it's our duty at minimum just to spread the word a little bit, create awareness in the community for those that don't know about it so that the support system continues to grow, and just do our best to kick out our support and let Nick know and his family that we all feel it deeply, and we're here to help in any way that we can.
Yes, and the biggest thing that I remember when I first woke up from my coma was a feeling of fear and shock, and that is a legitimate thing to be feeling and to be thinking. But you really have to get the situation under control and calm it down before you can really start working on progressing from that event. So, I mean, it's important that family members know that this thing has happened to me, and I know there is a roadmap to recover from it. And I think it's my job to inform his family and him on how I was able to recover, and hopefully he can use some of the same things that I used that were so instrumental in my recovery.
Yep, and at its basic essence, just knowing that recovery is a viable option is inspiring. And JD here, he went through a serious accident, and it took major fight and major positive perspective to get him through it. But keeping the faith is your body's inspiration to get better, and it's no easy task. We're not saying that you just wake up one day and put a smile on your face and say, oh, nothing happened, but just knowing that you're not alone is a giant factor in being comfortable with the recovery process. People like JD, they're all over the place. People who went through the suffering and bounced back and now have an entirely deeper perspective on life and recovery and the little things now. But JD's voice rings clear here in that you're not alone. It's happened before, it will happen again, and keep the faith because recovery is
possible. And Nick, your ability to stay positive during this time and during the times of your operations that you're going to inevitably face, staying positive is going to be the biggest thing that's going to help determine what the extent of your recovery. So staying positive, and my company exists for that reason, to keep people positive through adversity, even in this situation, because it's so important. And we're going to help you all we can. We're going to help your family all we can. This is why my positive perspective exists. So I think me and you could say we're both going to do our best all we can to support Nick and his family.
Yeah.
And we thank you for tuning into My Positive Perspective. Have a great day.
So I'ma ride this thing with all my might, 'cause we all play a part in the circle of life.